Will the Senate come back to order, please? The amendment has been distributed. Senator Coghill.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move amendment number 1.
Object. There's an objection. Senator Coghill.
I notice a delay, so that means there's some good thought going into this. Mr. President, amendment number 1 would add $15 million for natural gas storage facilities in the North Pole area for Golden Valley Electric Association. Mr. President, Golden Valley Electric Association is probably the nonprofit that can help us get kind of state money to local residents under a regulated facility. The storage in the interior is a huge issue for a variety of issues, but this one would help with electricity and would help probably with some of the funding for storage at the place where we have 2 refineries. Flint Hills just said yesterday that they're closing down one of their towers, and it's really the high cost of energy. And in the original version, there was $30 million, but this is a $15 million amendment because that whole 30 went out. This is saying, I know this can happen. It's about $9 or so million to actually do the engineering, planning, and implementation. And then there's a couple of long lead items for the gasification that would be important in this. So this is about half of what we had originally asked for, but it would actually allow us to get down the road for those consumers in the Fairbanks area. So this is just one small amendment to nearly $3 billion budget. So I would hope that people would take note of the Fairbanks area. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Coghill. Is there discussion? Senator Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, or Mr. President. Although we understand that is a big issue, storage is an issue in the interior as we look forward to spreading our distribution system out. Also, the access to gas is a problem coming from Cook Inlet, and we're looking obviously to bring gas from the north into Fairbanks, and that's exactly what Golden Valley's process was all about. Unfortunately, they are, although working on the project as diligently and as quickly as they can, they're not ready to have that storage needed and put in place. They indicate by the end of this year they will potentially be ready, and obviously to move the project forward. And at that point in time, there's a long lead time for things to be ordered and put in place. And we saw that there was better uses of the money. So that's my comments regarding that deletion.
Thank you, Senator Thomas. Additional discussion? Senator Coghill, and wrap up.
Thank you, and I appreciate the work that has had to happen in the majority. But I just plead for the interior on this one, and I would hope that those of you who watch all the things we do in all the rest of the state, this is actually kind of a small issue that would be kind of an anchor. With regard to the timing of the issue, we could not release this, that's true, until midsummer, but the planning could go based on this. And so I think it's a real-time issue. It's not just we can wait a year and it'll happen. Now, low-cost money actually is available for this, but this would be a state investment to move things along at a much more rapid pace, bring the dollars down. And just for what people need to know, this is not something that goes to the benefit of even that company. This actually is low-cost money that allows the benefit to go to the ratepayers. So I hope that we can peel off some votes and get this in the budget. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Coghill. If you are ready for the question being, shall Amendment number 1 pass the Senate? Senators may proceed to vote. The Secretary will lock the roll. Do any senators wish to change their vote? The Secretary will record the vote, and the Secretary will tally the vote.
4 yeas, 16 nays.
And so Amendment number 1 has failed to pass the Senate. Brief ID.